everyone, so I hope you're all okay and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would sit down and just do a bit more of a get to know me video, because I put out there the other day what videos you wanted to see, and obviously as much as I love filming hauls, fashion videos, makeup videos, all that sort of stuff, there will be plenty more to come from that side of things. But a lot of people did say, why don't you do a get to like know me tag or something, because I feel like I don't really know you as well as I could do. So yeah, anyway, that's the video I'm going to do today. I actually got this tag from Lydia Elise Millen. I did add a few extra questions in there as well, like I was just googling and looking at the get to know me tag, so there's a few extra little things in there. But yeah, the main bulk of it was from her get to know me tag. Yeah, I'm just gonna get straight into it. So if you want to get to know me a little bit better, then please continue watching. Okay, so first things first is general stats. So full name is obviously Laura Gemma Meacham, which I'm sort of hoping you guys actually know, because that is what my channel is called and that is my name that I use everywhere. So yeah, Laura Gemma Meacham is my full name. Nicknames I normally tend to get called either like Laws, my uncle calls me Gemma. I would say that tends to be about it. Normally Laws, Laura Gemma, or Gemma. That's it. When is my birthday? My birthday is the 5th of April 1992, so that makes me 25 years old, 26 this year, madness, and I'm an Aries. Where am I from and where do I live? So I'm from Leicester, I was born in Leicester and I live in Leicester. So what is my occupation? So my full-time occupation is of course YouTuber now, I guess. Slash social media influencer, whatever you want to call the job. I went full-time with YouTube around about November last year, so very recent thing, but absolutely loving it and it's going amazing so far. Best decision I ever made. I've also just started working as part of a beauty business, which I'm absolutely loving so far as well. You might have seen it all across my Instagram just lately. Yeah, I'm all for new opportunities. I love getting my teeth stuck into other things, and if I'm passionate about it, I will go for it, and I'm absolutely loving it so far. So the next category is appearance, so hair colour. I'm naturally brunette. I'm normally quite a darkish brown, I would say, naturally. Like the colour you see here is my root colour, although it might look white because I ran out of dry shampoo. So I've just shoved a whole bottle of talc on my head. So yeah, if you can see whiteness, it's not a grey hair, although I actually did find my first grey hair the other day, which I couldn't quite believe. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, my natural colour is brunette and I do love being brunette. I think it suits me best personally. I do love changing my hair up though, I do get bored. I would say stay tuned for a new hair colour very soon, because yeah, I am getting rid of the brunette hair, which I know a lot of people will probably be like, oh, but it suits you, like you look good with brunette, but life's too short to have the same hair colour, and it's only hair dye, like you can change it back. And normally what I do is I mix it up, have a different colour for 6 months, normally get bored of that and go back to brunette. So yeah, hair length, so again, naturally my hair, it is fairly long. I feel like having extensions has allowed my hair to grow, so I can't even find, I think that's, no, that's not natural hair, that's extension. Let me try and find, look, that's my natural hair. So as you can see, it is fairly long. It's just I have very thin hair, so that's why I always have extensions in. I have permanent extensions in, just in case, as well, you are wondering. I don't wear clip-ins. I have, they're like micro beads. I get them done by Graham Donnelly Hair. I'll leave his Instagram in the description bar below. Amazing hairdresser, been going to 6 years, love. Eye colour, now eye colour I feel like is quite a controversial one. No one ever knows what my eye colour is. I would say it's like a, I don't know, it changes on a daily basis. I can't even say what it is. One day it's green, one day it's brown, one day it's like a grey colour. It really does change and switch up, but these are my natural eyes. I'm not got no contact lenses in, so yeah, make your own judgment. Best feature, now I don't know, what do I think is my best feature? I would probably say my eyes, just because, not necessarily the colour, but I feel like I've got quite big eyes. Whenever I get my makeup done, it's always one of the first things that a makeup artist will say, oh my god, you've got amazing eyes, you've got amazing eyes for eyeshadow, they're so big. So yeah, I do really like my eyes, because as well, when I do my own eyeshadow, it makes it very easy. Do I have any piercings or tattoos? I'm not really one for like piercings and tattoos. I'm not like, not saying I'm not a big fan, I've just never really been into it myself personally. So I've got my first ears pierced. I did have my seconds, but they closed up, and that is it. I've never had my belly done or anything like that. So yeah, they're the only piercings I have. And to be honest with you, I never really wear earrings either. I just feel like with earrings, they never really suit me personally. Like, I love this tassel earring trend, but then I put them in and I feel like a grandma. So yeah. Tattoos, I've just never been big into tattoos myself personally. I don't like them and wouldn't like them on me because it's not my style, but I love them on other people. I can appreciate good tattoos, love them especially on guys. You know, always like a nice sleeve or something. But yeah, just tattoos aren't for me, it's just personal preference, I guess. So now on to first best friend. I think if we're going from primary school, like when I'm at an age I can remember, I would say my best friend. Well, I had two best friends. It was Charlotte and then it was Amber. Like, we all hung in a little group. So I met Charlotte, then I met Amber through Charlotte, and yeah, they were like my first childhood best friends, I would say. We was like inseparable when we was younger. We used to have like sleepover clubs, and yeah, they were my best friends. First job, so my first job was a paper round. Yeah, I've always worked from such a young age. I've always had a real hard work ethic. I've always been brought up to be quite hard working and always been brought up to have a job. So yeah, I got a paper round when I was, I think it's like 13. Do you get a paper round? Do you get a paper round at 13? I can't even remember what the age is for a paper round, but I know that when I could get a paper round, I was there. I got a paper round. I used to just do an evening like shift. It used to be a lot of fun because my friends like Amber and Charlotte used to have paper rounds also, so we always used to meet at the paper shop and have a little gossip and just a little chat before we did our paper rounds. End up taking about 3 hours to do our paper rounds because we'd like go the same way on our rounds together and always got told off. But yeah, that was my first job, and then I'd say my first real job after that was waitressing, just in a local pub. First sport, I guess dancing, if you class that as a sport. Like, dancing is a sport, isn't it? So I started dancing from the age of around about 4, no, maybe about 4. I don't even know. Mum, how old was I? But I did go dancing. So yeah, I did dancing. I finished dancing when I was around about, I don't know, year 7, 8 maybe. Like 13, 14, I don't know, I can't quite remember, but I did dancing growing up, and I also played football for a girls team. The first real holiday, okay, I don't know what you class as the first real holiday, but I would say the first holiday that I can remember is going away with all of my family. We obviously did loads of real holidays when I was younger. Like, my mum took me abroad to Tenerife when I was a little, probably like 2 years old, and obviously we did a lot of holidays in the south of England, so like Devon and everywhere. But I would say my first real memories of holidays were when I went on holiday with all my family and cousins abroad. I loved them holidays. Okay, so now we're moving on to the favourite section. Okay, so favourite film. This is a tough one because I feel like I have so many favourite films in different genres, but I feel like if I'm ever feeling a bit down and want a bit of a pick-me-up, my favourite film and go-to is always How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I don't know what it is about that film, but it's just got such a like feel-good factor. I think I have a lot in common with the girl in the film. You know, she's like an aspiring journalist, and that's what I wanted to do growing up, and I just love she meets a guy by like the off chance and it's a fluke and they end up falling in love, and I just love that film. I've watched it a million times. If there's any other good films around that type of genre, let me know, because I just love a good chick flick, and I feel like there's never any chick flicks anymore. Like, they're all the old school ones, they don't get released at cinemas. Okay, so favourite TV show. Honestly, I rarely watch television ever. If I watch anything, it's YouTube. If I do watch TV, then it's normally your trashy TV shows such as, I don't know, well, it used to be Geordie Shore, but I don't ever watch that no more because I just feel like it's gone so downhill. I used to love watching The Hills when I was younger. That was like my favourite reality TV show. Yeah, I just generally like reality TV. I just find it quite addictive. Like, it's so wrong, but it's so right. They always like throw a bunch of absolute nutters and wild personalities in there, so I just think it's such good TV. Favourite colour would be probably white. If that is a colour. I just love white. My house will be white when I'm older because I just think it's so clean, fresh, modern, minimal. Just, I love white. Favourite colour to wear, again, would probably be like black, I would say. Black to wear. And if I'm drawn to a colour, it would be pink. Favourite song, I don't know, like, I'm not massively like into music. I love music, but I'm not massively into anyone in particular. I wouldn't say I have a favourite song. I just generally listen to like what's in at the time. So the song I've been loving at the moment is that Barking song. What's that Barking song? But ting from barking, I can't even think of what it is, but do you know the barking song? It must be in the charts because I always hear it on the radio when I'm driving my car. I love that sort of like urban music. I love R&B, I love dance. I do actually love a lot of genres of music, but I do really like that song at the moment. It's so catchy. Favourite restaurant? I actually don't have a favourite restaurant. I feel like in Leicester, all the restaurants are chained restaurants, and I don't feel like there's a family owned restaurant or like a particular restaurant that springs to mind. So no, I don't really have a favourite restaurant. Favourite store? My favourite store, I don't really shop on the high street, but my favourite online store is without a doubt Pretty Little Thing. You'll realise and see that I live in Pretty Little Thing. It's my favourite online store. Favourite quote? So yeah, I wouldn't say I have a particular favourite quote or quote that springs to mind, but some like mottos and sort of quotes that I sort of live around are based on like dreams and how they are achievable if you want them. Like if you want something so much, you can achieve it. It's all in your mind and obviously hard work. Favourite food? Food, I'm a massive foodie, guys. Like, I love food. I live for food. I'm not one of these girls that just sits and eats salads every day. No, that is not me. Everything in moderation. I'm a massive food lover. If I want something, I'll eat it. I won't feel guilty about it. I would say favourite food, this is so tough. I love bread, pasta. So I'd say like Italian food is probably one of my favourite foods. But I also love like Indian food, Chinese. I love every sort of food, okay? Favourite drink? I'm going to be really boring and just say water or a cup of tea. I don't really drink a lot of alcohol. I used to when I was younger, but I feel like as I've got older, I hate alcohol. Oh my god, that's so controversial, isn't it? Because I know that probably everybody's like, what? Yeah, I don't really like alcohol. Don't really like the taste of it. Yeah, I don't really drink a lot of alcohol. I like cocktails. I don't like them to be too sweet though. And what else do I drink? I think if I'm drinking a safe drink on a night out, it's either like a vodka, lemonade and lime. Yeah, that's it. I don't really drink fizzy drinks, and I never drink fizzy drinks. It's always water on a day-to-day basis. Favourite actor and actress? Okay, so my favourite actor is probably Clint Eastwood. I love any film that he is in. I think he's a brilliant actor. Yeah, and I also like the guy, what is his name? Is it Liam Neeson? Is it that's his name? Do you know the one that was in Taken films? I love him as well. I think he's a really strong actor, and I just like the films that he's always in. They're always sort of like action based and they're normally really good. Actress, I would probably say Cameron Diaz. I love the films that she's in. Again, she's always in like chick flicks and stuff, and yeah, I really like Cameron Diaz. I really think she's a good actress. Moving on to miscellaneous questions. So, biggest regret? Well, to be honest with you, I don't really regret, because I always think everything happens for a reason. That's what I try and live by. You know, we can spend so much of our life regretting things, but at the end of the day, we're never going to be able to change what we've done in the past. So I think don't regret, always look forward and just learn. That's what I would say. I always feel like I sort of regret giving up YouTube when I got bullied, because I was doing so well with it. No one was doing it then. It was when like Zoella and everybody that you now see with millions of subscribers, I was starting when they were. Like, I remember them when they had no one, because I was watching them. So yeah, I feel like I was back in the YouTube scene before it even came, but obviously I quit because I was getting bullied. And I always regret that, because I always think, what if, like, what would have happened with my channel? But like I said, I don't regret, because it happened for a reason. I'm here now, and yeah, I'm living for this moment. Dog or cat? Well, obviously I'm going to say cat, because I have 2 cats myself. You might have seen them in my vlogs. They're Wolf and Bear, or Wolfie and Bear. And yeah, I do like dogs. I am a big animal person, so I don't know, I'd say obviously cats because I have cats, but I would love a little dog one day. I think dogs are so cute, and I love with dogs that, you know, you could take them out and stuff. Like, you can't take a cat out for a walk. Well, you could, I guess, but obviously I don't. Okay, so the next question is ideal first date. I don't know, I'm pretty simple. I'm pretty like not high maintenance. I'm not, do you know what I mean? I don't demand anything on a first date. I just think just going to a really nice bar and just having a couple of drinks, maybe. A couple of drinks, because obviously it's always a bit nervy on a first date. So I feel like if you have a drink, then it sort of relaxes you a little bit more. Just a nice quiet drink, I think. I think that's the best, because I couldn't think of anything worse than cinema on a first date, because you aren't actually speaking to the person. How can you have a first date and be at the cinema? How awkward. No, so cinema would be a definite no-no. I think just a nice quiet drink initially, just to get to know the person a bit more, and then something full on the second date. Something you are gifted at. Wow. What am I gifted at? I don't know if it's necessarily gifted, but something you might not know about me that I would say I'm probably talented at is music. I play the flute and I play the piano. I admittedly don't play it anymore, but growing up, music was a big sort of part of my life. And yeah, I did my grade 8 flute, failed by like 2 marks. Yeah, I always wish I sort of did that, retook that and got my grade 8 certificate. I wasn't that interested at the time of it. Like, I knew I wanted to get my grade 8, but I didn't push myself enough, I don't feel, with actually practicing for my grade 8. So yeah, that's subsequently why I failed. But yeah, so I would say that, if anything. Something you are looking for in a partner. Something I'm looking for. Okay, we could be here a long day because it's not just one thing. I think the main thing is trust. If you've not got trust in a relationship, you've not got a relationship. If you don't trust your partner, you might as well not even be together. Trust is a massive thing for me. If I can't trust someone, I may as well not be with them. So I think if I've got to say one thing, it's going to be trust. Okay, so the next question is, when did you suffer your first heartbreak? I don't know, like, I guess you probably think you suffered heartbreak, but then you look back at it now and be like, oh, that was nothing. I remember when I was in year 9, I was seeing this guy and I was literally head over heels for him. I don't know why, because I look back now and think, what the hell was you thinking? What the hell was you thinking? But at the time, I remember I was seeing him and I really liked him, but we never sort of made it official that we was going out. And I was obviously seeing him and, you know, we was going on dates and being this whole like sort of couple, but we was never officially an item. And he'd been in a relationship with a girl for like 2 or 3 years previous to me. And then I remember seeing on Facebook that they'd spent the night together. Someone had put on his wall, oh, great to see you and so back together. And then he'd put, oh no, just stayed at hers, maybe not back together. But I was like heartbroken because I couldn't believe that I was actually seeing this guy, but then he was seeing this other girl. Anyway, he didn't want to be with me. That was the be all and end all of it. I remember writing him a massive essay and never getting a reply. And it's actually so funny because I remember that he tried to add me like a couple of years ago on Facebook. I think he even follows me on Instagram, and yeah, just funny. Advice to your younger self. Wow. I would say advice to my younger self would be to save. Growing up, I was rubbish at saving. I definitely lived for the moment too much when I was at uni. I spent a hell of a lot of money that I didn't have, and I went 2 grand into my overdraft. Obviously sorted it all now, but my point of it was that you can get so carried away sometimes with living in the moment and doing things and wanting to buy everything and just living in this little bubble with money. And I look back at how much I was earning. You know, I had a part-time job and I was getting like a maintenance loan. I didn't live out, I lived at home, so there was no reason why I could have saved us like a lot of money, and I didn't. I just wasted it. And I even think as well, like when I got my first job and stuff, I just lived for my wages. I just spent my wages and I never had any money. And I think looking back, I don't regret it because I had such an amazing time growing up. You know, I went on loads of lovely holidays with the money that I spent and had loads of lovely things, brought a car, things like that. So I don't regret. So yeah, I definitely feel like I'd have told my younger self to save at a young age. Am I a fan of a sports team? I wouldn't call myself like a massive fan, but my family are obviously crazy about football and they all support Leicester. You might know or might not know, but they actually won the Premiership, was it like 2 seasons ago now? And obviously that was a massive thing because yeah, Leicester is only a small city and they just came from nowhere and won the Premiership. So yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a die-hard fan, but when the football's on, I do actually enjoy watching it with my family. So yeah. Biggest accomplishment. Wow, this is a hard question. I would say just being where I am now. My biggest accomplishment, I can't even say the word, to date is being sat here, being able to do YouTube for a living, because I feel like so many people doubted me, especially my dad. They never said I'd be able to do it as a full-time job. And don't get me wrong, I'm not sat here, I'm not a millionaire or anything, but I'm earning a living out of it, and that's the main thing, and I'm here doing it, and I get to call this my job. So that is my biggest accomplishment to date. How many relationships have you been in? What an interesting question. I would say if we're talking about serious relationships, then only one. So as you guys know, I was with my ex-boyfriend for around about 7.5 years. We broke up in July. Long story short, I was miserable. He wasn't giving me what I needed from the relationship. You know, I didn't feel loved anymore. We didn't have the attention that I wanted, and that's not me being needy. I just didn't feel like he was there. Yeah, I also wanted next steps and that wasn't happening either. So yeah, I made the decision to end it, which was really, really hard, not gonna lie. Life doesn't wait around for everyone, and I wasn't gonna wait around to take next steps that I wanted to take. And also, if you're miserable and you're not happy, then you have to make a change, and I did. So yeah, that's that. Hobbies, again, I don't really have any hobbies. I guess YouTube, fashion, makeup, if that's classed as a hobby. Countries you have visited, okay, we would be here all day, but I'm gonna say like most recent countries. So I recently went to New York, which you'll all have seen, amazing. A few countries I've been to that I love: Venice, I'm actually returning there in a couple of weeks, I will vlog that. I've been to Copenhagen, I've been to Paris, I've been to like all the Canary Islands, well, I think everyone apart from Fuerteventura. I've been to Germany, I've been to Slovenia, I've been to Austria, I've been to, where else have I been? Oh, Barcelona. Yeah, I've been a few places, but not loads. And countries I want to visit, again, there's so many on my bucket list. I really want to go to Rome. I would love to go like more around America and see a bit more of America. Again, like Australia, New Zealand, I've got a family over there, so I'd love to go and visit them. There's so many places on my to-do list of travelling. I'm not done with travelling yet. Next question, do you want children? I think, yeah, I do. I mean, at the moment, definitely not. I'm not ready for children anytime soon. But in the future, definitely I would like some children. Next question is, do you believe in soulmates? I would like to think there is a soulmate out there for everybody, but so far, I don't know. Are you religious and do you believe in God? I'm not religious. I've never been brought up to be religious. I think obviously your religion is normally determined by your upbringing, and if like your family's religious, and mine aren't. So, well, my mum and dad aren't. So yeah, I don't have a religion and I don't believe in it. Do I believe in ghosts? I don't know if I believe in ghosts, but I definitely believe in spirits and like afterlife and all of that stuff. I honestly do. Yeah, I really do believe in that. Everybody think I'm mad for believing in that, especially like my dad. He thinks I'm a nutter, but I really do believe there is something. So that's just my opinion. Do I believe in aliens? I don't know if I believe in aliens, but I believe that there is other life apart from humans on other planets, wherever they may be. So I do believe that. Do you believe in yourself? I feel like this is always a hard question, because if you sit here and go, yeah, then people think you're being too cocky or overconfident or too sure of yourself. And if you say no, then people think that you're not confident in yourself. So it's like a really hard question to answer. I do believe in myself, and that's not me being arrogant or oversure, but I feel like you have to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, then you won't get anywhere. If you doubt yourself and don't believe that you can do something, honestly, you won't get to where you need to be. So you have to believe in yourself to succeed. Do I believe in heaven? I would like to think there is a heaven. Like I said, I'm not religious, so I don't necessarily know if that's heaven, but I would like to believe there is a nice place that we all go to after this life. Last but not least, the final question is, do you believe in miracles? No, I don't want necessarily believe in miracles. Yeah, I'd like to think there was such a thing as miracles, but I don't necessarily believe that's, you know what I mean? I don't really believe in miracles. I just think everything happens for a reason, and that's simple. Sometimes the reason's hard to find. There's not always a reason behind things. Sometimes you feel like, but what is that reason? But you know, that's just life. It's very complex, isn't it? So yeah, that's the end of the get to know me tag. I really hope that this has enabled you to get to know me a little bit better than you already did. If you have enjoyed this video, then please give it a big thumbs up. Remember to hit the subscribe button if you are new here. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and I shall see you all in my next video. Bye bye.